bit of information. Today, the plan is anyway to talk to you, not to me, but a few more information. I hope and believe that many of you already know what's the cycle of this or stage of the product. And a few words, it's as you see in this graph, it's actually you are now with the startups in the introduction stage or earlier, and this graph shows how the revenue growth comes, and all product has this lifetime. And you must keep in mind that this lifetime also is very important, plays a very important role in the business structure. And of course, for those who just started the business or just wanted to know how to start, it's of course it's you are in the initial stage, but to understand the whole process, I think it's a good idea. And if you see the introduction stage, you are innovators and you have a small market. Here, keep in mind that here shows that you already started your business and you already have some revenues. Yeah, it's your next stage. I mean, after the pre-accelerator, or maybe later, or maybe for somebody already has revenues, then keep in mind, if we are in the introduction stage, we have a small, our sales are low, competition are low, awareness is focus, business focus is in the awareness, and if we go further, our market is expanding, and if you remember when we talked on Monday a little bit about the market and how to structure the market and the revenue structure, always it's important to figure out when you go to another market. Yeah, just not to plan all your business plan, financial business plan, and your business model. For example, if you start in Lithuania, then your market, let's say it could be from in the introduction stage, just to try to touch, to have a feedback from the early adopters or the first customers, and only then when you try it, then it would start expansion. It means you are going to the growth stage. Maturity stage, when everything is already, you have a system, you have a revenue, you have a team, you have all the parts of your business working. Saturation, the market is peaked, competition is high. And please keep in mind, it's a competition. As we always talking with our startup founders, that very important to understand the competitors. Of course, we will have a lecture, we will have a week about this topic, but anyway, don't wait until you will have the task to analyze competitors. And competition, and in case your business is innovative and you are starting quite a new business, new idea, of course there is no competition. But when you go to the market and in the initial stage, when you start offering your ideas, or let's say, or you in the stage when you are looking for the investors, already your idea is went out from your table, and here if you have a good idea, competitors always they will catch it. And here is a very important part: what is your innovation? How to save your business? How how to save in the initial stage for the patenting or whatever. Yeah? And if you see in the saturation stage, the competition is high, it means that a lot of competitors already they found that it works. The market needs such solution, and they're entering the market. And the last stage, end of life. It's end of life. It's because the innovation and technology is so rapid that it's. I remember one saying from, I don't remember the name of the businessman, who said, when you decide that you are balanced in your business and you done everything you done well, you are failing. It means it's no way to stay in one place and to think that, oh, now I am done. I have everything in a place, all team and sales, etc. Especially in our times when we have these issues, you know what I'm talking about. Okay, and what is? Sorry, I can't see this. Yeah, and in the end of life, it's the stage when you decide what to do, or renew your product or service, or the growth, or you just end the life of your product and start another business or sold it. Yes, Karina.
I have a question about how long this product life cycle usually is. Like, is there like a rule of thumb that you can say, if you're in this market, usually, you know, until you're at the end of life, it takes 5 years, or like for a calculation, how long will you be on the market?
Atsiprašau, išjungit kamerą, garsą, kas kavinėje. Sorry, Karina. Karina, I think it depends. It depends on the industry you are working in. For example, I had a business. I had a health food chain, shops chain in Lithuania, and you can the market actually, as I believe. We reached the saturation stage, and then we sold this business. What I mean? I mean that we already occupied all the places, all the market in Lithuania, or in the country as Lithuania, and there were no place to expand. Yeah, of course, we can talk that our business model and our products were a lot of stuff. Yeah, we're selling in the shops. Our business could go further, but we need to next step must be to another markets, another countries, and we decided not to go there, and then we sold this business. Yeah? And if we talk about some device or some service, it's what I recommend. Actually, you just check yourself, your industry, where you are working, what you are planning to do, how competitors act, how they maybe in the blogs, or you find some information just to understand the life cycle of your intent product or of your service. It's, I don't know, really, Karina. I am not ready to answer. I have no figures. Just if you would like, I can check it, and we talk tomorrow about it. Okay.
Okay, thanks. Yeah, but that was already a very good direction about where I can look for it. So thank you.
Okay. Now I'll show you some slides, random slides, just to understand how everything works. And here you see this this graph. It's if you see the idea research and development, it comes to the point in the first stage. Actually, you are in the first stage. Don't pay attention to the monopoly because you do not have a monopoly. Actually you're looking for how to survive, or to see how to start your business. And innovative firm, you can say that you are in this blue line, innovative company, and you see that the first competitors, they will come soon. They will come soon, and we need to prepare for it. Yeah, prepare how to have this competitive advantage. And maybe another slide. It's more understandable. As we see, this growth maturity stages and the sales. What the difference, if you remember, we talked the difference between the startups, businesses, and usual businesses. That startups, you need to grow fast, and to have scale. If your growth line it's flat, it means something wrong. For example, if some startups they're saying, "Oh, we're working already 2 years." Yeah? And 2 years, it's too long. If you have an idea, and I remember from today's talk, I talked with, I don't remember the name, I talked that she said, "I came here with the idea, but now I understood that my idea is, I don't know how to scale it. Yeah? And now I want to change it." And she started thinking how to start a new idea. Yeah, it means from the idea to the implementation and getting first revenues. Well, let's say it's one option. It could be that half a year, or maximum a year, if you're working, spending 1-2 days per week. If you are talking that 2 years, then it's your growth is somewhere and your idea is already old. Yeah? Well, just keep in mind. And here is life cycle extension. It's if you remember from the Monday, it's like it's like the thinking what to do, how to change maybe product, how to change the service, how to change everything. So it's just keep in mind that the client will come one day. But it's of course it's too far from the point where you are now. And now I would like to join you in a discussion, and here are some tips, some patterns of your product, of your or service life cycles. And please find your what do you think, which pattern you are following. You see, traditional is like everybody thinks, but it could be boom. Yeah, it's a strategy to go up quickly and then go flat, of extended seasonal fluctuation. For example, Christmas sellings, and revival boost. What do you think? Please share your ideas. What do you think about your businesses, about your startups? What it could be, the pattern of your business, and why? So yes, please.
B, because it's the best way to do this. No,
Dario,
actually,
please share.
no, actually, it's pretty hard to tell what it could be. It's still too early stage, so I'm just kidding.
Okay, no, just start to think. Yeah, what's okay? Maybe somebody knows already exactly what the pattern could be, or is.
I think I do have like E, because it's seasonal a bit, because you're making the application for students, and students usually prepare for exams before the exam. Prepare for exams usually do before the summer. So then all the trends growing up, and after that the application dies, and then we are waiting for another season. So E suits the most perfectly, I guess.
Okay.
I would go for, yeah.
So sorry, and when you will be planning in your financial business plan your revenue structure, you just you see November, December, it's fluctuating, yeah, and you put the different figures in different months, yeah. It's that's why important. I believe that you naturally will feel with your gut that's how it could be from the experience or from your partner's experiences. And yes, please, who's else?
Yeah, I would go for A or B, because our business is selling subscription. So of course, like automatically we will grow. Like we cannot go like boom with like suddenly like 1,000 users or something. So we will grow, and then we will just keep up or something. So I would think it will be like A or B, something.
Okay, fine. Okay, Tade?
Yes, I think yeah, we represent E pattern, as we have summer when nobody wants to study, and yeah, I would say E fits best our case.
It's learning platform. It's just to remind to everybody.
Yeah, and there is no demand in summer. We try to have customers, but yeah, it's different when it's a holiday, and when we have this year when people go to school, it's our business time.
Okay, thank you.
I
More
think-
ideas?
I think for our startup, it might be A or D, because we make existing tables height adjustable, but I think it will be a boom at the beginning and sales will go up, but then, you know, new products will come, like, for example, then you start having a treadmill at your workplace, and then, yeah, it will go on again.
Okay, thank you, Karina.
In my opinion, our model should be A, because due to the fact that our business is for B2B, so it's hard to make a boom at first. Maybe if you sell everything for free at the first stage, then the boom comes up, but I think it's more usual to go traditional way than booming.
Okay, clear, thank you. Franciscus? More ideas?
Vaidas?
Yes.
I want to ask why there is no exponential growth. I mean, like, let's say, let's open S&P 500. Why we don't see such patterns here?
It's a life cycle of your product.
Okay.
No,
so we assume all products go to die at some point.
You see, now I am what I'm sharing. I'm sharing some patterns of the theory. Yeah? No, theory of course it's connected with the practical patterns. I believe that there are more models and more different patterns. It's it just like a small map to invite you to think and to keep in mind these fluctuations and life cycle of your product and what how you choose the model, because the business strategies, it could be vary.
Okay.
It depends what you have the pricing of your product. And if you decide, for example, as somebody said, that we'll start for free, everything for free, then we will charge some money. Or maybe the same product, you can decide that now I am start charging a little bit and slowly go organically, and then when I get an investment, then I go booming.
Okay.
It's a very individual approach to just to keep in mind that it could be like this. No, it could be some different patterns.
Okay, because when you open this slide, I was looking for a pattern which would just go up, 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 and I didn't find it. So I was like, okay, I don't see my pattern, but okay, thanks.
Yeah, then you put in the time. It depends. You put gaps, 1 month or 1 year or 10 years.
Yeah,
for
I got
example.
you. Yeah, thank you.
Okay. Okay, but some more ideas or questions on? Okay.
I have a question, Vidas, real quick. About the last slide. I mean, I'm wondering if it's even possible to make a choice in many cases, because I mean, we all hope our sales, will go up or it will become a fad. But I mean, how often do we not have an impact in that process, and it just happens without our kind of leverages and stuff. I hope the question is clear.
You mean that you have no clue how it could happen in the future? Yes.
Yeah, I mean that's my point. Is that this stuff is hard to plan ahead, and a lot of that stuff is kind of consequential.
Yes, I agree with you. But if you remember, we talked for what period we could plan in the initial stage for the startups. 3 months, half a year, 1 year, 3 years, 5 years. And we talked about this. It's also different approaches. But from my perspective, you are planning the growth. Let's say you are planning at the first stage when you start getting the revenues. In your case, in your startup case, when you're getting a revenue, then you choose some strategy how you grow, because you need to reach this break-even point. Anyway, you are doing business to make money and to what profitable. And when you move to this stage, when you're getting first revenue and maybe already started growing, then you change, and then it may be the point when it's easier to define this pattern. Of course, now today is not the goal for you to choose this. Just to keep in mind that it's everything, all your different businesses, they have different approaches. Just the idea, and to be flexible in this uncertain situation in the business market in the world. You must recheck quarter, 3 months, 2 months, 1 month. Just if you have your business plan for the year, for example, if you already have a revenue and you have some system working, anyway, you will check how it goes with the export and with the product market, with the opening, closing the borders and lockdowns, etc. Especially now. Please keep in mind the situation. Of course, we are talking from the perspective that everything is okay. Yeah, but less people believe that we will be back what we had 2 years ago. And especially our creativity sorry for my pronunciation, important that we could adapt. And those who has this type of thinking of always checking, adapting, and seeing the possibilities, because there will open a lot of new possibilities in this environment. Of course, the old businesses, they will collapse a lot of also. It's a bad stuff, but there is no free space. Somebody fills this space when it opens. And here is you. It's your time to find this space and to fill it. And especially it's it's really hard to make prognosis. Really hard for today. Really hard. But we will see. Okay, go to the next slide, and it's shortly. Now you're in the valley of death, and to understand how investors in your stage, for those who has only an idea or beginning structuring the pitch, for example, what we're doing here in the accelerator, you are really in this valley of death, because the angels or investors, they look, it's very risky, very risky. Yeah, and please understand that those who will invest in you, I mean really in you, not in your idea, despite how good, how clever you will show in the pitch, but they will invest in you, in a team, in those who has the shining eyes to implement what you are promising in your papers, pitches, Excel, business models, etc. Yeah, that's why this is very risky. And what we talked, if you remember on Monday in the last slide, reaching the break even. Here we are not talking about reaching the first revenues, but to reach the break even. It means when your revenues more than your expenses. And when you reach this moment, then you will come, your business will start attracting more attention from another part of bigger investors. And here, if you have your own investment or your family money, it's really a good idea to reach this point when you reach this break even. Of course, it's hard for the startups, but it means then when you get to the first stage, then you could keep your bigger part of your equity. Okay, here is just an idea that why it's important to reach the break even, and of course it's also very business to business. IT businesses if you have a strategy to collect a lot of audience in your package, then it could be longer time. Yeah? For those who will produce some products, maybe it's shorter. It depends. And here's the last slide. What you can see from here, also introduction, growth, maturity, decline, all stages. Everywhere, if you see in the theory, they are showing and talking about these stages, and this line, sales and profit, it's the point when when you see the black line, it's your business could attract investment despite you have your sales unprofitable. You have the business unprofitable. It happens quite often in the startups environment, and then then you are entering you see introduction stage, as I talked a little bit earlier, that now you are not in the introduction stage if you have no revenues or sales, not talking about the profit. Just to have some clue how it the process goes, where are you going. And if you remember when we talked about the exit strategy, here it depends which stage you reach and where, and when you're planning by yourself as an individual or like a company, like a team strategy, please try to keep in mind and to focus where we are going. For example, our goal is to reach the second stage, then we're looking for the investors, for example. Or then we reach, anyway, we don't know, of course, we don't know, we'll see, then we'll decide. It could be like this, but if you, for my experience, if you have a co-founders and a team of other guys or ladies, then when after some time, these questions anyway will come, because it's natural. Then focus and try to understand where are you going and your exit strategy. And here is like to have some clue about this. And the bottom, you see the investment structures. From the beginning, you could think about the crowdfunding, if you know what about this, collecting money from outside, and there are platforms where offering some possibilities for the startups, for the good ideas, to collect money for the promise to invent and to finish MVP or your product, and then send for the first client your product. And they are giving in advance money, a lot of money, people giving the advance or seed capital, etc. Okay, it's enough for the theory. Now I think we could. Now it's your time, and I would like, as I promised, to maybe to start with Karina. And Karina, a few words. We discussed that today all startups, they will represent this business canvas. No, it in shortly represent canvas what they could put till now, till today, what information, especially problem, solution, unique value proposition, and maybe segmentations. It's and if you have some more information, then you also could. And the goal for everybody, and the goal is just now, please don't try to show how you smart are, for example, or what it's your now it's your time to show what you how you represent your business in order for others to understand what you are saying. And for those who are watching, please be active to comment and to share your feelings. I understood. No, it's not clear for me. Or I have an idea. Please check. Or maybe I know how to help you. Okay. Now it's like group working and to help each other to represent, to help how to represent your business, especially problem solution, unique value proposition, and other stuff, and to get the feedback. Karina, could we start from you, or if somebody had a presentation, or please share it, or if not, then please say in words. Sorry, Karina. Tade, you have a question.
No, it's fine. I thought that you asked who wants to start, so I was like, okay, but Karina starts.
Okay, Karina, please.
It's also okay that you start. I just wanted to say I haven't prepared a presentation because I didn't know we had to do that until today, because I didn't understand it last week because it was Lithuanian. But I can improvise one, but it's okay if someone else starts first to see how it's structured.
Yeah, okay, good idea, yeah. Who first? Who is first? And now we'll start with those who will represent in English. For those who will represent in Lithuanian language, then we'll leave at the end, okay? Oh, how many hands? Tade, please, you raised your hand first.
Okay, so I can share my screen, and
Yes.
yeah, basically what I did is that canvas. So I just filled the gaps, and yeah, I just gonna share it. So it's simple Excel file, nothing too special. So yeah, so I looked from two perspectives. So one was from the client, customer. So in most cases, it's parents, in moms actually, and the other part is like tutors. So they are students, and so I just briefly describe what things I should have in mind. Yeah, so what is the problem? So it's basically that educational institutions are not able to meet the needs of high quality teaching. Yeah, and it results in poor grades and yeah, dropping motivation to learn, and also it decreases the self-confidence of the students in schools. So what is our solution? So first, it's young and certified tutors. And the second thing is the app where parents can choose who's going to be a tutor. They can choose a schedule, subject, and so on. And of course, I also showed here infinity sign, which means that there is a ton of things we might do, but basically it's where we start. Yeah. Yeah, you can also see our metrics. So of course there is a revenue. We also need to see what's the progress of students. It's also important to us, but also for parents. Yeah, another thing is one of our KPIs. So we check how much minutes do we sell for the customer, which means the more minutes we sell, the better income we have, and so on. And we also have tutor rating, which means good or bad tutors are, percentage of leaving students, and we also want to always know why they leave us, and NPS. Our cost structure. So basically we have marketing, IT, back office salaries, so people working in the back office, and office rent. Yeah, so our value proposition stands like this. So better grades, easily in a modern way, young tutors, the most recommended platform by students, and 9 out of 10 students improve their grades. So we made a questionnaire. It was nearly 500 students asked and parents, and we basically had asking them the certain questions, and that's the result we got. So we just included in our proposition. So briefly, what is our unfair advantage is that we have know-how, as we have already held a ton of classes. We have also flexibility, as we have young tutors, so they are easy to adapt to any changes. And we, as a young company, we do change a lot and very often. Yeah. Channels, so basically social networks and word of mouth. Revenue streams, we just get a percentage of the classes that tutors had. Customer segments, so basically I have here numbers of Lithuania. So basically we try to target moms living in the major cities of Lithuania. And we know that there are more or less like 52,000 kids like our target audience. So we target moms in large cities, and we trying to make them come to us. And also there are students who are close to national exams, so 18, 19 years old, they also register quite often themselves. Yeah. And the other part is from tutor side. So
Tade, excuse me, please. Maybe now stop a little bit and just not to forget what you talked, because you quite a lot of information, yeah. And then we go to the another step, yeah.
okay.
What is understandable for everybody? What's the feeling? What Tadas, what he's doing, yeah? What is the problem is solving? Is it clear for everybody?
Yes, I can personally say that yes. Though, I mean, I have a question, Tadas, for you. As what kind of social impact does your business has? Because technically your business survives because the educational system sucks, and you kind of are motivated for it to stay that. So, what's your take on that?
Yeah, so basically looking from a social side, what we are doing is basically finding a solution for those who are not good in school. Basically, we say after school, we can help you. But apart from that, at least now, what we are doing is that we have some students who, I mean, school kids who don't pay for lectures. So we know that, let's say they come from the families who have difficult conditions and they are not able to pay, but they need help. So it's what we are doing now. But apart from that, nothing more to society, let's say, from that side.
Okay. More ideas, more responses?
Yeah, please shoot me.
Do you also take money and accept kids who actually don't need help?
Yeah, thanks for the question. So we basically accept everyone. I mean, we have some guys who are like 30, ladies who are 40 years old. They work in the bank. They want to improve their English. And we have someone who studies, let's say, in London. They have perfect English, and we just match them. So it doesn't matter whether you have big problems or you just want to improve. I mean, we help everyone in the range of school subjects. And if you want to teach, if you want to improve your maths in university, let's say course, no, we don't do that. We just take care of those who want to work on school range topics and subjects.
Okay. More ideas? And now a little bit, please, when you have the introduction, spend 2 minutes, approximately.
Okay.
And for the answer was 3, 4,
Okay.
5 minutes.
Okay.
Just keep in mind.
Okay.
Why do you need an office to rent?
Why we need office? Maybe it's my personal thing, but I prefer when people are close. I mean, when we can talk to each other. I mean, yeah, we have Google Hangouts and so on. We can have a room where everybody is on always. You can ask things, but I prefer a lot that, how to say, yeah, shoulder to shoulder contact. I mean, I always love to talk with people in the room, let's say, discuss some things. And it's the way I do things. Some companies work totally remote. We don't do that. I mean, we have our back office, yeah, in the office, but all the tutors work from home and so on and so on. So it's basically like 4 or 5 people working in the office.
I have one question. How can you protect that your Zoom classes are protected from that your classes are protected, that they are repeatable, because after one classes they can meet each other from Zoom or other social. Okay.
Okay. So if I understand your question correctly, you are asking how do you save our customers inside? Yeah.
Yes.
Okay. So it's basically legal stuff. So we have contracts with tutors. and it's defined what happens if you do that and that. And so, yeah, it works at least now like this.
I also have a question. How do you measure the progress of students?
Yeah, so basically what we do is that we recall simply, we grab a phone and hello, my name is, I'm from here and I want to ask you some questions. Is the only way we do this now, as it's quite difficult to track it and find a easy solution, not to distract parents, school kids and our tutors. So it's a simple way we do it now, but it works now, and for current stage is fine.
I have a question. Your value proposal is built on better grades, and hence two questions. So first of all, how do you know that your young and certified tutors are better than those boring and bad teachers in schools that you are describing in your problem? And second, like, how can you promise the grade? I mean, the students are still graded by those teachers back in school. So, I mean, how can you promise that they will definitely write a better grade, because there might be, you know, some personal things or some, I don't know, behavior issues or something that, you know, that you cannot affect, you know.
Okay, thanks. So first thing is that we don't say that public teachers are worse than our. We basically see that we just say that educational system is not able to how to say, prepare students as they should, because there are just not enough resources, and current system is not able to do that. Because let's say best students, they can always go no matter what are conditions, but middle class, lower class, they are just stuck and they are not going to get enough personal attention. That's what we do. Regarding the grades, we also do not say that we don't make promises. I mean, customers call and ask, are we going to get better grades? I say, might be not. We have to try. And it's our statistics that 8, 9 out of 10 had better grades after our classes. But what will happen in some different cases? I mean, we cannot predict we cannot guarantee that, and we don't do that.
Okay, I interrupt a little bit.
Yeah.
I read from Artyomas very good proposal. I believe that we can try it to make rooms, and you can talk and ask each other, and you will have a time to do this.
Yeah.
Now could we, as I promised to Elena, because her laptop is running out, Tadej, just skip this another presentation of your tutors. Yeah? I believe it's because your really is quite clear presentation. You are already running business, you already have revenue, and it's very good that you start for the first to see how it how it could be in reality, not just in the paper. And okay, thank you, Tadas. And now Elena, please, and then Karina, okay? And then we'll share the rooms. We'll go to the rooms.
Okay, so I will share my screen like Tadas, okay? Just one moment. You have to see my screen now, right?
Yes.
Yep. Okay, so this presentation is maybe much broader than Tadas because, well, I don't have the business running yet, but what we do is all about user experience testing. So just to make it sure, it's all about when you test your products or design with, with real people. So the problem is pretty clear. It's all about that currently user experience testing is expensive, it's complicated, it takes a lot of time. And above everything, you also have to have a specialist in the team. And basically our solution is the answer to all these 4 problems. We want to make it affordable, fast, enable anyone to do it, and to standardize the UX practices so that they would become much simpler. Our unique value proposition is all about having a network that connects real people with companies that need their feedback. Then we have developed a system that encourages participation and motivation, not just for one single test, but for many of them. And finally, we have real people in the real life situations that can use the products or prototypes and give their feedback. Our unfair advantage, I believe, is that we are kind of like a network or community-based thing, which is very different from what currently is in the market, which is very static and like a hierarchy-based thing. So that community generates the quality of the feedback. When we talk about our customer segments, so they're also pretty clear. These are IT development agencies and B2C tech companies, like probably most of you. Our early adopters definitely are tech startups because they also need to grow fast. They need to check their products with real people, understand if they're going the right way. What's also important here, probably revenue streams, is when people pay for a single test or the batch of tests. And we also offer additional testing services such as consultations. Our high-level concept is an immersive system that helps get you instant feedback whenever you need it from real people. And the channels are, well, pretty simple: word of mouth, our PR and advertising, and user referrals. Well, cost structure is also pretty simple. It's development, maintenance, marketing, and salaries. And the key metrics are also pretty clear. So that is the number of tests performed, let's say per month, then how much income we generate from them, and how many users we have that represent different companies. So I guess that's basically it. Yeah. So probably we can ask now.
Yes, thank you, Elena. Any ideas or comments or questions? Please, questions. Maybe you will focus not just for the questions, how it works, how it goes, but I would recommend, or I feel that it's a good idea to do this or that, or I haven't understood what you're saying. Please clarify. Okay, when we go to the rooms, then we'll have more space and time to ask more questions. Just questions that are reasonable to and important for all of us. Okay, please try to figure.
Could you bring back the presentation, please?
Oh, okay, sure. There you go.
Nice. I kind of wasn't sure what kind of UX are you testing. Is it for software?
It can be for software, also for websites, apps, design, prototype.
Elena, your voice, it's not clear.
Okay, I said it can be software, it can be websites or apps, basically anything that is digital.
All right, so digital stuff.
Yeah.
It kind of wasn't clear until you moved to customer segments, and even then, at least for me.
Okay. So I mean, it's not really clear what UX means in general, right?
I mean, I know what UX means in my field, but this is user experience, right? So it can be user experience of the book design as well. So it's not really clear which segment it is.
Okay. More questions or comments?
So do I understand correctly that this is not a product, but this is a service, Alana? Yes?
Well, not really. Actually, our product itself is a system that connects people.
Elena, your voice, you are disappearing.
Okay, sorry, I don't know what's going on. I said that the product that we are selling is actually the whole system that connects people with companies. It provides testing templates, it generates insights. So it definitely is. I mean, it can be run as a service as well, but our goal is to turn it into a product that makes everything so much faster and more efficient. And that's the key point of this thing.
Okay, now I understand fully. Yeah, sorry about that.
Okay.
Thank you. I think about the sound, by the way, and I think you just need to be closer to your laptop a little bit. That's all.
Yeah, my face like so big now, but okay.
Okay. More questions or the last one? Or comments?
Anybody would like to try?
I have a question. What kind of platform will you be using? This is going to be a website? Is it going to be some kind of application that you need to install, or have you thought about that?
Definitely, and that is one of the things that we're figuring out now, because we are building an MVP. So probably you could notice that it could take many forms. For example, the users who are the testers, they can have, for example, an app, but they can also have some sort of plugin into their, I don't know, Facebook Messenger that informs them about new tests or something like that. For companies that want to order a test, that most likely would be something like a website or something like that, where they can go online, choose a test and publish it. But probably there are many different ways to build it.
Okay.
All right.
Thank you, Elena. It's nice presentation. You see, Elena, she has some creativity. She prepared not in the Excel, but some beautiful graphics.
This makes you, do things more carefully than when it's pretty.
Yeah, it's nice. It's nice.
If you guys want, I can give you that template. It's easy to fill it.
Please share in the chat, and Elena, yeah, please share. Yeah. Okay, now Karina, do you have some idea? Maybe you present your.
Yes, I can present. So, all right. So here's my business model canvas, or the lean canvas. So the problem we're dealing with is that people want to still keep their existing table, but want to make it height adjustable. So the main reason behind it is usually that they have back pain or a healthy lifestyle, and there are various reasons why they want to don't want to exchange their current table due to sustainability, or they have a designer table, or they work in home office and use their table, which is also their table where they eat their food, for example. And the solution is an application that makes every existing table height adjustable. So it's kind of like a shoe you put at the bottom, and then every table, doesn't matter which one you have, becomes height adjustable. And our unique value proposition, as I already said, we make existing tables height adjustable, and therefore we have now a B2B focus. We make employees working more productive and reducing sick days of employees due to back pain issues. And all of that we do in a way easier and more cost efficient way than it is there currently on the market. So our unfair advantage is obviously we're the only solution that makes the existing table height adjustable with the whole surface. It's also more sustainable, it's more cost efficient, and it's easier. And we have two kind of customer segments. We have for the first part, a B2B customer segment. They're mostly companies. They have a big problem at the moment because a lot of people are working in home office. So they don't have height adjustable tables yet, but they want to keep their current tables, but also co-working spaces, or in the future, university and schools. And obviously there can be individuals as well, so a B2C market, but we want to focus on the B2B market first. So the existing alternatives at the moment are height adjustable tables, which are very expensive. Table legs, but for that you need special knowledge. You also need to have like a tabletop for that, and need to know how to use the tools. There are also desk risers which you can put on top of the table, but that's also very complicated, and also it doesn't work if you have different screens, or you always have to build it up and then build it down. It takes a lot of time, so people don't really use it. Our key metrics, which show us if this works, is obviously the number of sales, and also after the sales, the positive reviews and the feedback we get from the customers. Our channels is an online shop. We want to sell it there, and then also through retailers and through fairs. Our early adopter are innovative companies, mostly mid-sized companies who are interested in the product and want to try it out. And the two last things are the revenue streams, which we make through sales by just selling this product, and the cost structure divides into variable costs and fixed costs. So the variable costs are costs for the production of the table, the customer acquisition costs and the distribution, and the fixed costs are for hosting the website, the domain, for the people who work in the company, insurances we need to have, and our office. And that was it. Feel free to give any feedback.
Please leave your presentation. Okay. Karina, I have not a question, but in the problem box, you are writing once high adjustable table. It's, you see, it's I believe that it's not a I mean that you need to think a little bit how to change it, because the problem, the people, they want to do something because they have a pain. In your case, the pain in the back or it means the problem not to once high adjustable table, but they have a problem with in the working place or in the working near the table. They have a pain, and they will they have want to improve their working conditions or what, etc. Just a little bit to think about formulating the problem more clear.
Yes, so maybe I have to turn it around. So the core motivation is the back pain or the healthy lifestyle, but then they also want to keep their existing table. So I understand.
Just maybe not to have another table, but how to improve the working position in the working space or near the table. No, okay, we'll talk about this tomorrow.
Okay.
Tadas, please.
Yes. How much does it cost, 1 unit?
So for one table, you need 2 table shoes, how we call it, and it costs 350 euro.
Okay. Do you already have a prototype?
Yes.
Wow.
Could you show, please?
Yes, I can. I can show like a picture animation of it.
Yes.
Yeah, 1 second. I just have to open.
Actually, we have potential clients here.
Yeah,
use your space. Me personally, really, I would like to have it.
Okay.
Okay, Karina, and what is the price of regular, let's say, mid-price table adjustable, what we can find online, at least now? So,
Yes. So it depends. It depends on what you want to have. So if you're in the B2B sector and you buy a height adjustable table for your companies, there's different, specific qualities you have to have, and specific like certifications you need to have. And if you want a height adjustable table, it's around 900 to 1,000 euro the average. If you, as a person, individual, you want to buy one, there are also very small tables for individuals, which are way cheaper. But if you're in this B2B sector, it's still at this price because of the certificates you need and the quality, etc.
Okay. Great.
Karina, Tadas is a business-to-business client. The first client.
All right.
Okay, can you show us prototype?
Yes. Okay, hang on. It is still loading. Just give me 1 second.
And how many kilograms can it lift?
It can lift up to 250 kilograms.
Oh, wow.
Okay.
So it should pretty much cover most desks.
Irina, where is your picture?
Yes, so it's coming. Hang on.
A good sales strategy.
Yes, I just didn't have it open. So it's an animation. The reason why I cannot show you the picture, like the real product, is because we're at the moment securing the rights. But with this animation, you can see how it works. So you can see on the right and on the left, there's this table shoe, as we call it. So it is formed like this because it works for different table legs. So if, for example, you have a T table leg, it would work. If you have like a table wall, it would work. If you have 4 different ones, it also works. So yeah.
Clear, Karina. Thank you very much. Now we understand clearer what you're offering. Very nice.
Okay.
I have a question and a comment probably because I have a standing desk at home, and one of the problems I faced when looking for a standing desk, it was that most of them are not stable at all. You know, when you go up and at around 1 meter, it starts wobbling. And for example, IKEA tables are not really stable at all, even though they are really cheap, talking about the price. But the one I chose is like 400 for legs, but you can put any top on it. You know, you can buy any top. Yeah, but I wanted to ask, what about the stability of your legs? Like.
Yes, so stability obviously is very important. We took a lot of time into looking into that. Because we have a B2B focus, you cannot just buy an IKEA table. That's why they're also a little bit cheaper, because they're unstable, and that would cause a lot of problems and costs if something falls down. So we looked into that, and we have one of the highest standards which comes to stability. We did risk analysis. We have like a CE label, different certifications. So ours is very stable compared to the cheap options like IKEA. Yeah, but we also have to do that if we want to be in the B2B focus, B2B market.
Why can't you buy a desk from IKEA?
Why?
Yes, why? You keep saying this, that you cannot buy and use it. Why? It's sold. So
yes, as an individual, you can buy those desks, obviously, that's no problem. If you're a company, at least in the German market, which I'm from Germany originally, there are different laws and restrictions and also guidelines which companies have to follow, which are like work safety standards which you need to meet. And the IKEA market is not aimed to B2B, it's more aimed to B2C for the customers to offer it as cheap as possible, but it doesn't meet the B2B requirements which are there by law.
Okay, and how about fully and autonomous? Because they are pretty cheap, but they are really stable at this price point.
About what? Sorry?
Fully?
Fully?
Yeah, and autonomous. There are 2 companies. One of those, I have the table right here at my home, and I bought from Fully. And Autonomous is like another company who also making chairs, tables, and so on. But I don't know about the B2B sector.
Maybe you can just send me a link or something,
sure.
And then I can check, because I don't know them in particular.
Okay.
Okay, it means we will have the week about the competitors. Then it's Karina, for you, it's a very good new competitors.
Yes.
Just to have in mind and to check it. Okay, I thank you, Karina. I believe it's interesting solution. really interesting, and of course you need to check why you are not IKEA or some other competitors. Now we'll do like this. Karina, you please stay if you would like, and I believe that when you go to some room, everybody will talk in English, others you will talk in Lithuanian. And the idea, Artyomas, thank you, Artyomas, again for your proposal. It's first time I am doing these rooms. Sorry, but I believe that I will manage. And the idea is to just to ask and to represent each other very shortly. Just keep in mind problem, solution, unique value proposition. That's it. It's quite enough for we'll have, let's say, I don't know, 10-15 minutes. Maybe we'll start from 10 minutes, we'll see. And just try to very shortly represent problem, solution, unique value proposition, and maybe questions or proposals, what we are doing now, but in smaller groups. And then we'll be back, then we'll share what comes. We'll see. Okay, then I'll prepare one moment. Assign automatically. I'm preparing 4 rooms. 5. Sorry, I will prepare 5 rooms, and that's it. I believe that I will.
When we have to be back? At what time?
I don't know whether it's an option to make 10 minutes, 10-15 minutes. I will try. Okay. Open rooms. Where is the timing? Okay, 10 minutes.
Let's invite us.
5:30. 5 will be back, and I believe that I will manage to arrange everything and to say you how. I'm opening the rooms. Sorry, it's my first time to do. I'm doing this the first time. Okay. Mariau,
Jo.
ar likot kažkaip vieni?
Aš
Likai
ne-
vienas?
Jo, man ryšys kažkaip nutrūko. Ir persipraviau.
Galvoju, kaip čia dabar tai žiūriu įkelti. Žiūriu, vat, kaip čia tas padaryti dabar. O kuriam kur? Aha.
Ten, kur buvo...
Va, assigned to, va. Kuriam kambarį buvai?
Neatsimenu, bet buvo rezikortas, ne rezikas.
Trečiam, ne?
Gali būti, pamėginti pažiūrėti.
Ne, ketvirtam gal. Tam resti yra, ne?
Resti, jo.
Gerai.
Okay.
Ką, grįžtam po truputį. Čia kas susidūrė, turėtų, girdit mane? Ai, visi garsus įsijungia. Turėtų automatiškai turbūt visi nesugrįžti, žiūriu, rodo, kad 22 sekundės.
Nebūtinai ten, kas būna, kad ir užsilieka. Čia, kaip pasakyti, turbūt tas laikas labiau nesako, kad tau reikia išeiti, tiesiog, kad labiau gal organizaciniam tam pabudžiu, kiek laiko.
Jau laukia kažkas tavęs. Malonus.
Grįžę visi. Kiek čia mūsų liko? Ok. Nu ką, kokie įspūdžiai? Sorry. What impressions? Please share what you had. What is in? I don't know. Who would like to say something?
I can say
Simone.
that.
Yes. Ladies first. Elena, please.
Okay, just wanted to say that being in that closed room and listening to other person's idea in such a much more detailed way really helped understand what it is all about. I really hope that was the same for the person, because we talked last, yesterday or the day before, that this lean canvas is supposed to help us structure our idea better. So I had a feeling that we all achieve some sort of structure into this exercise.
Okay.
Yeah, it allows to split the big problem into small pieces and easier to understand step by step.
Yeah, Simone?
I think it was a little bit not enough time, I would say. I wanted to roast a few canvases, and I wanted my canvas to be roasted. And it was just enough time for 1 or 2 questions, and that's it. So.
You mean that you need more time, or?
Yeah, it was barely enough time to present and to ask a few questions to figure out what it's all about. And then the part of destroying your friend's canvas, unfortunately, was not enough time for that.
Okay, Simone, I think you see, our goal was not to catch or to really to understand the business model and what you're offering. The idea was to represent in such a way that others could understand during few minutes. It means if you are not catching what your colleagues are saying, then you need to fix it. How to represent easier and more understandable for others. Because when you will be representing in the demo day or in the last part of the pre-accelerator, there will be the juries who won't know you, who do not know you, and they will be hearing you for the first time. It means you need to express the interest during 10-15 seconds. But we will be back with this explanation. Yes, Artyomy?
I just think you are talking about elevator pitch, right?
Yes.
Elevator pitch is a 2-minute pitch. It's the time while you are going on the elevator, and you have to be able to say in a few words your idea. So we are about to check with each other if we are able in few words to say the core things and get the feedback. So I think we were not, we didn't agree about it before. I think this was a problem, because we thought that we can just, talk and then get the feedback. This was not agreed before. This is why the problem appeared.
Okay, I think that it's quite a hard task to meet you the first time. I don't know whether you did it previous week or with Ugnius. Have you had this like the same conversation in the rooms, or it's the first time for you to be in the rooms?
The rooms were used by Lydia the previous week about the team.
Yeah. So it was a good practice, but we had more time there.
Okay. It's okay. I understand. Thank you. It's a good tip that to offer more time next time. Or I don't think that it's to start again. Just okay. Now the general ideas about the canvas, about what it's missing, or in your, let's say, in your personal businesses, what you need to improve, or what you need to change, or to add something from others. Let's say from the Tadas presentation. Just he knows everything because he already doing the business and he's getting money. And it could be like a good example how he represents it, because he knows quite a lot of things. And what about you, who has also only the idea and just started to thinking about how to do it? It's just like a good experience to see how others are preparing the all this information. And okay, actually I haven't planned to make a rooms. It's spontaneously it came the idea and we tried it to do it. Maybe someone would like to represent, let's say two more presentations, maybe for everybody, and just very shortly to try this task, a few minutes to problem solution unique value proposition. Manta, yes. Negirdim.
I would volunteer to make this short pitch. Yeah. So I will try in very few words to tell about our product. As you said, who we are, the problem, solution, and value proposition. So in short, we are a SaaS, software as a service platform for any type of reservation, hourly, daily, or groups, events, and so on. The problems that we solve is for small and medium-sized businesses, specifically in the wellness and entertainment segment, that are not available to accept the reservation at any time and left out with empty time slots or full of cancellations. Also, from the end user perspective, it is really hard to book and find the best time, or even hard to prepare for calling to business to book time. All of these reasons leads to losing potential customers, of course, losing your potential revenue. The solution that we are offering is to digitalize the whole reservation process with 24/7 availability to book in an easy and fast way, with very simple management for clients.
Excuse me, can you share your desktop? It would be better, I think, for everybody.
Here it's everything written in Notion. Like, so these are
okay.
So back to our solution to the problem. We suggest to digitalize the whole process, the whole reservation process, with 24/7 availability to book in an easy and fast way. This is super simple management for clients, for example, to reschedule or to cancel appointments. Also, notification both ways helps you to keep up with your calendar and don't miss your appointment, or don't miss that you have a client coming. And as I said, we are SaaS, so no app required. All the client and calendars info can be always accessed and edited from multiple devices. The value proposition would be a user-friendly 24/7 online reservation tool with an easy management system. Better accessibility and easier management lead to happier customer, and most importantly, higher revenue. Done.
Okay, stop. Mantas, how you are feeling yourself? You represented score from 1 to 10.
I don't know.
No, the feeling, the gut feeling. It's I made my best. For example, and
I think the idea to understand the idea would be around 8. About the presentation like itself, I would say 5 or something, because it's was hard to tell everything in fast way.
Okay. Do you agree? Everybody agree with him?
Was good presentation.
It's clear, Marius. For you, clear. You understood what he said. What problem he is solving in one sentence or
A little connect later, but more little understood, because I don't hear everything.
Okay, and maybe some when you will be presenting next time, be shorter. Try to shorten your main points.
Too long?
No, you see, when there are a lot of information, then you have no pictures, no. Let's say when we'll be preparing the elevator pitch, then will be short sentences and some pictures that will help to understand what you are representing. Now we have a lot of information, and I believe that not everybody understood. No, be open, yeah. Because you are missing a lot of information, and you're now missing what about what. Then we're saying one sentence or maybe 2 sentences and all these words directly, and you make an expression saying this. And this we will make and now like it's just an impression.
Like, the points and
a point. This point and we are proposing this our SAS in this maybe features and now and in the future.
Got the idea.
Okay, thank you, Mante.
Thank you.
I would like just to have some experience. Okay. I think it's like now in general. Once again, I will remind you that this business canvas is just for your own inner map. And you be free to add, to cancel, to change information according what you gather, new ideas, new information from outside, from the mentors, from etc. And it helps you then to prepare the final elevator pitch for the presentation for the investors. And we will have maybe 2 or I think two presentations in the middle, just to check and to try how to experiment a little bit. It means now you don't focus on the canvas, you focus on your business reality. How to say, as we see from the presentation that somebody puts a lot of information, a lot of problems, let's say, 5, 6 more. Others, they are putting 1 or 2 statements of the problem. It's up to you, but how you're representing in the canvas. It's everything will be important how others will understand when you will be representing your pitch elevator. And Tal, the mentor from Israel, he will teach how to do it. But usually what he says and how we psychologically understand that 10 seconds, 10, 15 seconds is very, very important how to attract attention. If you're saying in your tone it's monotonic and you blah, 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 you're not attracting. And please think in your team who could represent the best. For example, who has some charisma or talking ability, skills. To also keep in mind it's important, because sometimes the idea is very good, but the representative is very weak, and it's just some ideas how to do it. And of course, work out the final statements for your problem solution, unique value proposition. It's the basement for moving forward for next weeks about competitors, marketing, etc., etc. Okay, for today, I think it's maybe if you have questions or some proposals, please share, and we can finish today then.
Tai Vaidai, norėjau paklausti, galėtume dar pasilikti porą minučių?
Taip. Who would like, jeigu kas nori, tai liekam ir pasikalbam toliau, bet oficialią dalį baigiam, nebent kokios. Ir rytoj dar yra laiko, aš nežinau, gal ir aš dar padariau laiko laisvo, pusę valandos. Tai registruokitės, kas nesiregistravo, jeigu matysi, kad nėra laiko, parašykit ant, dar laiko paskirsiu. Reikia kažkaip tai, kam yra klausimų? Yra klausimų, yra atsakymų, nėra klausimų, nėra atsakymų. Bet kokiu atveju, bet kuris, sorry Karina, bet kuris mentorius vis tiek turi ką, ta prasme, jūs pabandykit ištraukti ir kai ateityje kalbėsite su kiekvienu mentoriu, jūs pabandykit tas formuluoti, tas pačius klausimus, tą, ką pasižiūrėję, ką jaučiate, ką galima iš mentoriaus ištraukti, ne? Nes mes turim skirtingas patirtis, skirtingas kompetencijas ir taip toliau. Tai pasinaudokit tą progą. Tai viskasgi nemokama. Taip, just general ideas, Karina, just about the structure of yes, then it's okay, maybe then Lucas, you wanted to talk with me, or we can talk all together. You see, everybody is staying; it's not leaving.
Okay. So I will share then my screen. I don't know, should I talk in English or in Lithuanian? Because the text is written in Lithuanian, so I can talk in Lithuanian.
I think that you'll talk then in Lithuanian. If it's written in Lithuanian, then not to translate. Karina, sorry.
Okay. That's okay, no worries.
Actually, official part is finished. Now it's not official part.
All right. Maybe if it's okay, I would leave then because I won't understand.
Yes.
So.
Okay. Then who stay. Then for everybody, thank you. Ačiū už skirtą laiką. And we'll meet tomorrow, somebody, and we'll meet next week. And good luck and. Okay, have a nice day then.
Yep, thank you very much. Goodbye.
Bye. Kas lieka, mes tęsiam. Tai pasidalink tada, Lukai.
Taip, share. Visi matot, girdit? Taip, čia mano darbinis bardakas. Taip, gerai, tai mes pasistruktūrizavom su Austėja pačių problemų ir solutions ir unique value proposition. Tai prie problemų kaip ir išskiriam dvi problemas. Tai pirma liko žmonės per vėlai sužino turintis ligas ir kai nėra tikslių ir visiems prieinamų prevencijos įrankių. Ką tai reiškia? Tai kai žmonės per vėlai sužino, dažnu atveju ateina į mintį, kad galbūt tai klysta atliktas testas ir mums reiktų didesnio tikslumo testo, kuris leistų mums beveik 100% įsitikinti, kad tai yra tiesa, ką mes dabar, sakykime, gavom, iš viešosios įstaigos ir taip toliau. Tai būtent mes tai atliktume ir turėtume partnerių, kurie būtų daktarai tiesiogiai susiję su šių ligų gydymu. Tai šiuo metu kalbu apie žmonės, kurie jau pavėlavo į, jeigu taip galim pasakyti, ankstesnį pasitikrinimą ir jie dabar jau žino, kad turi problemą ir ją reikia spręsti dabar. Tuomet kita žmonių grupė irgi turėtų būti kaip ir žmonės, kuriem yra įdomu jų galim sakyti, kuriem yra įdomu sužinoti apie problemą prieš ją įvykstant. Tai ši grupė žmonių būtent irgi galėtų atlikti šį testą ir šiuo būdu sužinoti, arba, sakykime, jie serga, tai apibrėžti, tai arba serga Parkinsonu, arba Alzheimeriu. Tai šių ligų būtent testavimas tai yra unikalus, naudojant mūsų protokolą validuotą, kuris yra sukurtas mokslininkės austėjos, kurios dabar, sakykime, nėra, tai aš pristatinėju kaip bendrai pristatant. Tai kuo yra pliusas sužinoti anksčiau, tai pagrindinis pliusas, tai čia prie Unique Values mes esam parašę, kad ankstyva diagnostika sumažina medikamentinių priemonių poreikį. Tai mes jau traukiam tos sunkiuosius vaistus, sunkiuosius, tai bendrai paėmus bet kuriuos vaistus, kas nėra vitaminai arba galbūt maisto raciono pakeitimas ir dar kiti dalykai, kurie galėtų tiesiog paprasti dalykai, kuriuos galima atlikti ir jie pagerintų, užkirstų kelią, galbūt nepagerintų. Ir taip pat tuo pačiu, kad mes ne tik atliekame testą, bet tuo pačiu mes bendradarbiavome, tai turime platformą, kuri nukreips į atitinkamus specialistus partnerius kiekvienoje šalyje. Tai jau šiuo metu mes jau pradžiai pasidarom Lietuvos namų darbus ir tuomet mes judam su namų darbais į kitas rinkas, kur tuo pačiu panašių principų bandysime, sakykime, įsitvirtinti. Tai unfair advantages, tai mes išskiriam 2. Tai
Lukai, galim biškai sustoti, man turbūt, kad nepamiršti, tai yra problema su formulavime, trūksta kažkokio tai elemento. Nes žmonės per vėlai sužino turintis ligas, ta prasme, čia ir po to nėra tikslių ir visiems prieinamų prevencijos įrankių. Toks labai bendrinis statementas, kuris, yra, kodėl ne, aš sakau, yra, pilnai.
Supratau, tuomet klausimas yra, ar trūksta kažkaip vadinamo to shock value, tai shock value, sakykime, ligos įvardinimo, ar trūksta, kad pati formuluotė yra, sakykime, tokia per daug laisva.
Žiūrėk, jausmas yra tai, kad tu turėdami solution pritraukinėja problemą. Tas solutionas dabar jau išdirbat pakankamai, kažkaip atrodo dabar pakankamai aiškiai, ir atlikti dar analizės polinkio sirgti detekcijai ir tuomet sirgti detekcijai?
Detekcija, tai aptikimas, kad tu turi polinkis tavo genuose, jau tai yra, kaip užprogramuota, kad tu susirgsi. Kad tai, būtent, kad tu nuo to nepabėgsi, tiesiog, kad tai yra. Tai čia galbūt turime omeny. Aš tau minutę, aš tik tai pasižymiu, tuomet aš persvarstysiu šitą.
Tai naudok žodžius, kurie suprantami yra visiems, nes tu, kai tą kalbėsi, sakydamas detekciją kažką, tu iš karto automatiškai užkerti suvokimui pilnam, nes ta pati detekcija, aš gal kitaip, tai medicininiais turėjus skirtingus supratimus, kad nepalikti dviprasminio suvokimo, tai čia ta mintis. Ir tada ta problema, kad mes visi per vėlai sužino turintis ligas. Mes kaip su austėja tada kalbėjom, kad yra kad jie ligas dabar gali irgi atpažinti, nėragi pasiūlymai ir kraujo, plauko, seilių, tik tai, kad tas tyrimo rezultatai yra pakankamai, nėra tokie tikslus ir yra rizika, kad gaudamas netikslius rezultatus, tu susirgsi, kaip čia.
Sakykime, netinkamais medikamentais.
Ar netinkamą gydymą paskirs, ar tu apskritai galvosi, kad dar nėra problemos ir nesikreipsi ir po to atsiras lyga. Tai va šitai taip problemos per vėlai sužino, kažkokio aiškumo norėtųsi aiškesnio apibrėžimo.
Okay.
Jis buvo tada gerai suformavę.
Mes turim čia dabar trečią versiją, tai mes dar vaikštam tarp tų puslapių, tai čia toks.
Žiūrėk, kad dabar visų negaišinti, aš, mano supratimu, reikia truputėlį problemą statementą pakoreguoti, kad aiškiau truputėlį būtų. Aš nežinau, kaip kitiem paklausti iš šalies, ar jūs supratot, ką nors, ką mes čia kalbėjom dabar?
Aš irgi prieš tai buvau su Luku vienam kambarį, tai man ką jisai skyrė, ką jie daro kitaip, tai yra jų tikslumas, ten vos ne 100%, kiti testai 60%. Tai aš manau, jie per tą tikslumą turėtų eiti, kad problema, kad nėra tokių tikslių sprendimų, o jų yra. Nes jie neprivers, aš, pavyzdžiui, nemanau, kad jie gali priversti žmonės labiau savo sveikatą sekti ir taip toliau. Čia labai jau common toksai, žinot, turim minį čia, mes žmonės tokie esam, darom tada, kada dantys skauda, dauguma mūsų taip darom su savim, su ta sveikata. Tai aš manau, jiem reiktų į tą savo tą tikslumą susikoncentruoti, nes čia labai didelis užmojas, aišku, geras, gal su laiku žmonės ir kreipsis, žinodami juos, kad reikia čia iš anksto, gal jie tą pakeis pasaulyje, bet aš manau, jiem reiktų į tą savo tikslumą, į šitą dalyką labiau akcentuoti.
Tai gal visai pritarčiau Vaidui dėl to, ką jūs sakėt, kad reikia problemą gal kažkaip paprasčiau formuluoti, nes man asmeniškai kaip paprastam žmogui, nes esu su medicina, kai būna kažkoks ar tai startupas, ar sprendimas susijus su tokiu mokslu, ten biotech ir panašiai, iš karto tas toksai jausmas, aš čia vis tiek nesuprantu, tai net ir gal net neklausysiu, nes vis tiek nieko nesupras. Tai aš čia galiu tik papildyti Vaidą, kaip jisai sakė, kad gal reiktų kažkokiais labai paprastais žodžiais ir tikriausiai kasdieniam žmogui situacijom papasako tai, ką jis daro, nes ten tie visi moksliniai terminai, aš bent asmeniškai iš patirties esu ganėtinai skaudžiai išmokus, kad jie makes no sense. Jeigu tas žmogus nėra specialistas, tai čia gal irgi visai panaši situacija. Bet tą dalį, kad tai yra diagnostikos kažkoks instrumentas ar sprendimas, tai pagavau.
Jo, tai aš, sakykime, iš tikrųjų, ir kolegom pasakysiu, kadangi aš ir kuruoju su Luku ir Austėja buvo, mes nemažai dirbam su jais, tai tikrai jų yra labai įdomus, yra sprendimas ir pakankamai stiprus ir norisi labai aiškiai, tikrai įdėti ir darbo ir laiko, aiškiai labai sukomunikuoti, nes aš tikiu, kad toli keliausit su šito startuoliu. Tai dėl to norisi labai išgryninti, ne po pirštus pasižiūrėti. Tai Elenos gera įžvalga, gal dar kitų kokios įžvalgos yra? Kaip jūs ar Dominikai, tu, nežinau, susidūręs ar ne, ar tu supratai, kad problema, kokią problemą sprendžia jie?
Kaip čia pasakyti, kadangi pats irgi dar šviežiai dirbu su mokslu, tai kaip ir man kol kas, suprantami tie dalykai yra. Aišku, ne tas sritis, labiau technologinė, ne biologinė, bet šiaip tokie žodžiai dar kol kas, bent jau man yra dar pagaunami kol kas. Aišku, čia priklauso nuo kiekvieno patirties, nuo kiekvieno išsilavinimo, nuo šiaip tiesiog, nežinau.
Jo, supratau. Dominikai, tada aš dar įžvalgą, visi bendrai irgi, kad yra tikslas yra, kaip čia, ką ir Elena sako, mums mes taikom į paprastą žmogų, į tą žmogų ir orientuojamas, kad jisai nėra tos ryties industrijos specialistas ir jisai to nesupranta. Reiškia, turim pateikti taip, tai yra ne per tai, kad aš jau čia truputį pasimokinau ir jau žinau, ką jie sako, o turėtų omeny, kad visi suprastų, kurie net ir neturi jokio absoliučiai išsilavinimo medicininiam, arba netgi nesusidūrė su lygom. Ja? Ypatingai jų atveju, kurie nesusidūrė su lygom, nes yra prevencija. Tai kaip sako Tadas, jeigu man danties neskauda, aš ir net ypač vyrai, tai ir aš ir nežiūriu to. Ne? O jie sako, žiūrėk, tau dabar neskauda, bet yra inovatyvus dabar būdas, kaip tai pasidaryti per seilės su testu, kur yra nauja, tas kodas naujas suprogramuotas, užpatentuotas, tu dar neturėdamas lygos, tu pasidarysi savo, matysi savo visą tą žemėlapį savo sveikatos, savo protėvių ir viso kito, geniškai, ar taip, Lukai, ne?
Taip.
Tai reiškia, čia man nereikia medicininių terminų tam, tai yra aš paprastas žmogus, aš nesergu arba sergu, jeigu sergu, tai man tampa aktualiau, aš į tave taikau, startupas, jeigu aš nesergu, man yra sunkiau aktualu, bet mano yra tikslas startupų sudominti.
Dar trečią pamiršau, tai tiem, kuriem yra, kurie iš savęs domisi, tai čia dar trečią įtraukčiau, kuriem yra įdomu žinoti anksčiau laiko problemą, tiesiog užkirsti kelią problemą. Aišku, jų mažuma, bet tokia dalis irgi yra.
Taip, bet ta komunikacija turėtų būti jo.
Čia pora rankų yra, tai nežinau.
Taip, Eimantas pirmas kėlė.
Tai šiaip reflektuosiu. Išjung.
O, kaip kai.
Kolega užmigo. Užmigo ant klaviatūros. Tai mano tokia mintis, bendrai aš tai realiai suprantu, kas čia vyksta, nes tiesiog su technologijom biškai susijęs, tai ne tas tikslinė auditorija. Bet ką aš noriu pasakyti, kad sunkiausia apskritai mums, tiem kuriančiam visokius softus, yra pakeisti žmonių įpročius, kad ir kokie jie būtų. Tai yra labai gan ilgas tarpas ir ką aš dabar matau, tai kad visi tokio tipo sprendimai jau pradėjo atkeliauti, jie jau yra mano telefone, Androidas jau turi tam tikras galimybės sekti pulsą ir panašius dalykus. Vadinasi, didžiosios kompanijos irgi ruošia kažkas bus ir tikrai reikia dabar nepramiegoti to viso bumo, nes tikrai jisai neužilgo bus. Tai tokį norėjau pasakyti dalyką, nežinau, kiek iš jo naudos, o kitas tokia iš patirties, man yra tekę keisti Lietuvos mastu įprotį aukoti kraują. Tai man teko 5 metus prodiusuoti renginius susijusius su kraujo donorystės. Tai pirmosius metus mes pakeitėm tiesiog tokius kaip esminius dalykus, kad anksčiau kraujo centrai tiesiog maldavo, prašė visaip kraujo, o mes įvedėm šou elementus, heroizmą ir tas per 5 metus pasikeitė.
Labai geras įžvalgos, ačiū Eimantai. Matosi, kad iš praktikos, ne iš knygoje. Taip, Simonai.
Aš gal pakomentuoti norėčiau dėl tos problemos, kad žmonės per vėlai sužino turintis ligas. Man atrodo, problema ne čia yra, man atrodo, problema yra tame, kad žmonės nenori tirtis. Jau kai sužino, tai jau jie ten kažkokiais būdais sužino, jeigu ta prasme testuotųsi ir tirtųsi, tai ta problema savaime dingtų. Tai reiktų gal pažiūrėti, o kodėl jie nenori tirtis, kur yra problema. Gal jie nenori valgyti, nes reikia eiti kažkur į ligoninę, nes reikia kraują imti, tada tenai kas antras vyras apalpsta, kai ima, jam ten labai gėda būna ir panašiai. Tai gal, aš nežinau, ar šitas sprendimas čia siūlo, bet liktai atrodo, kad siūlo, kad čia vos ne paštu yra atsiunčiama, sprendžiant kad reiks už siuntimą mokėti į tuos mėginius. Tai kažkaip, nežinau, ar taip yra, aš spėju iš to, kad reikės mokėti pinigus už siuntų siuntimą, tai aš spėju, kad čia vyksta paštu viskas ir netiesiogiai. Kas galėtų būti visai patrauklu, daugam, man atrodo.
Na, tai jeigu galiu trumpam pakomentuoti, tai čia galbūt kitas žingsnis būtų ir jo neįtraukiau, nes tai jau kažkas daro, tai va tas būtent one click to use, tai kad irgi žmogus paspaudžia, užsiregistruoja, jis gauna tą tokią kaip dėžutę, kurioje yra, na, sakykime, dėl aplinkosauginių visų šiuo metu reglamentavimų yra lapelis su QR kodu, bent jau tokia yra idėja, vizija, kurį nuskanavęs žmogus būtent gauna informacinį vaizdo įrašą, kuriame pateikiama informacija, kas bus atliekama, kaip tai veikia, sakykime, plečiantis į kitas šalis atitinkamai ir kalbų pasirinkimas didėja. Ir tuomet visa informacija yra pateikta, kaip atlikti tą testą. Tai čia jeigu iš namų pusės, bet tuo pačiu yra ne tik B2C segmentas, bet tuo pačiu B2B. Tai kad tą patį gali ateiti žmonės pasidaryti, sakykime, į tas privačias poliklinikas, medicinos tos tokias klinikas. Tai va, tai nežinau, tikiuosi kažkiek atsakiau aiškiau.
Aš gal papildysiu, kadangi manau, kad yra svarbi pastaba Simono. Ir jūs turite tą sprendimą, kadangi per seilės darot, nereikia intervencijos, tai yra į kraują ir tai labai viskas supaprastina. Tai reiškia, ir namuose, kai ateina dabar yra ten pilna tų renginėlių, tu turi ten susidurti, ten, į save kažką, tai ten yra kažkaip, tai šitas yra supaprastintas, tai reiškia, palengvina sprendimą, easy, lengva, nereikia intervencijos. Tai šita vieta tikrai turėtų atsirasti kaip prie šito unique value proposition. Ištyrimas iš seilio. Elena.
Aš tik dar.
Taip, aš pabaigsiu ir nuleisiu ranką ir tada tu galėsi, gerai?
Gerai.
Aš dar iš patirties galiu pasakyti, kaip kada žmonės testuojasi, ten, kur dirbau šviesos konversijai, kaip. Ir Lietuvoje yra labai populiarūs sveikatos draudimai. Ten labai masiškai įmonės perka darbuotojams. Ir lygiai taip pat masiškai darbuotojai nesugeba tų pinigų panaudoti ir tada ten, kai ateina terminas tenai, kada jau ten baigėsi, tai visi galvoja, kur čia kokių nesąmonių prisipirkti visokių šūdniekių ir kaip čia dabar tos pinigus išleisti, nes davė, o kaip aš nepanaudosiu, kaip kokį biudžetą valstybinę, ne? Ir pas mus būdavo organizuojamos akcijos, kad ten atvažiuos skiepis nuo erkinio encefalito. Ir ten iš karto pusė įmonės užsirašydavo. Kad taip nuvažiuot, tai jie nerasdavo niekada laiko, noro, dar kažką. O čia atvažiavo žmogus, atėjo darbą, paukšt gavo skiepą nuo encefalito, viskas, išleido pinigus ir skiepą gavo ir visi laimingi. Su kraujo tyrimais taip pat dažnai būna. Ten atvažiavo, sako, dabar imsim kraują. Kas norit, tirkitės ten už tos draudimo pinigus. Irgi visą dieną pilna žmonių buvo, ten minė susirinkus. Aš pats netgi niekada neėjau, tai nuėjau ir pasidariau pilną tyrimą ten, kur 8 mėginius ar 7 ėmė už visus pinigus, kiek tai turėjau, nes reikėjo greitai išleisti. Tai vienas iš variantų būtų, kaip tos žmonės paskatinti ir pagerinti tą tyrimą, kad nueiti ir imkite.
Simonai, iš karto mintis veja mintį, mes turėjome startuolį Benmi. Jie gavo kaip tik tarp kitko finansavimą kaip startuolis. Labai faina Irma mergina ir jinai būtent dirba su draudimais pasaulinio lygio ir jinai dėlioja tą startupą, kur draudimus įtraukinėja visiems darbdaviam tai va čia yra Lukas Austėja galėtų drąsiai čia patekti. Tai Lukai, turėk omeny, primink man, gerai šitą?
Gerai. Mes tarp kitko jau kad aš pasakysiu, su kuo mes jau susitarėm, bet Austėjai pavyko kitam penktadieniui. Su Afidėja ir su Afidėja, man atrodo, draudimo, ar jinai yra, man dabar užkrito.
Tai, Lukai, žiūrėk, mes pakalbėsim atskirai. Elena gal norėjo ranką kelią, gal kokią nors duos irgi įžvalgų.
Aš tai neižvalgau, aš norėjau pačių paklausti, kokioje stadijoje esate su šito savo sprendimu.
Turime laboratoriją, turime metodologiją, iš esmės turime visą laboratoriją paruoštą ir šiuo metu intensyviai dirbame prie verslo dalies, kad ją išgrynint, jeigu taip galima įvardinti ir atlikti tuos pagrindinius žingsnius. Tai esame tokioje stadijoje. Na, čia toks kaip bendradarbiavimas tarp vadybos ir laboratorijos. Tai Austėja pilnai rūpinasi visą laboratorinę veiklą, o aš bandau kartu bendraudamas su ją pilnai vystyti iš verslo pusės, kiek įmanoma geriau. Tai va, tokioje šiuo metu esam stadijai.
Ja, čia supratau.
Tadai, rankas keli dar.
Aš norėjau paklausti dar, Lukai, tai čia tas jūsų sprendimas yra, vat, kaip kažkas minėjo, kad iš serijos gauni į paštomatą ar dar kažką, atsiemi seilės, patep ir viskas, ne?
Taip. Tai čia būtent tam B2C segmentui skirtas būtų vat, toks sprendimas, kad tu gauni ir vat, nu, toks pakankamai paprastas, bet labai, labai tikslus. Nu, aš dar dėl tikslumo tuomet mes
Okay, aš nežinau, ar čia visiems buvo aišku, kurie vat, girdėjo, ką tu pasakai, nes, pavyzdžiui, aš tik dabar šitą supratau, kai vat, išgirdau, kažkas paminėjo. Tai nežinau, čia visiems buvo aišku šitas dalykas, kad čia va tai vyksta, nes man pirmas dalykas tai laboratorija, ten kažkas kraujima, kažką dar.
Čia vat, tiesiog norėjau paminėti, kad vyko mūsų diskusija ir aš buvau tai gal, kaip ir nusižiūrėjau iš Bolto to pavyzdžio, galvojau, kad tai galbūt būtų toks, kaip ir toks kabliukas, kuris užkabintų, bet buvo toks kaip diskusija, kad galbūt tai nėra antiek unikalu, jeigu taip galim pasižiūrėti, bet dabar sulaukiu daug feedbacko, sakykime, bent jau šito erdvėje, kurioje dėstome visą idėją, kad tai pakankamai yra rimtas pagrindas, kad žmogus lieka savo komforto zonoje ir jam nereikia niekur išeiti ir jis būtent viską gali atlikti namuose. Tai čia toks gana.
Jo, tai va aš šito dalyko visai niekur nepastebėjau pas jūs. Nu čia nesakau, kad kažkas blogai, bet šiaip sakau, va aš iš šalies išgirdau, tai iš vis įsivaizdau, man reiks važiuoti ant Antakalnį, 9 aukštą pas tetą, jinai ten paims kažką, o jeigu viskas taip, tai tikrai wow, tik tą gal reiktų kažkaip išryškinti. Nu, aš taip.
Okay.
Nu, kokią nors paskutinį klausimą, ir tada, kad nors galėsim dar taip detaliai panagrinėti, jeigu kas norės.
Kokias ligas ten man patikrintų, jeigu aš atsiųšiu seilės?
Tai šiuo metu pagrindas yra šitas Parkinsonas ir Alzheimeris.
Ok, dar vienas klausimas, ar ieškot investuotojų?
Tai žinoma.
Gerai, Lukai, aš manau, kad tu tik ypatingai su savo tą aktyvių užsibrėžimu, o dabar važdamušį, gavai įvairių feedbacko, ne? Tai čia pavyzdys yra ir kitiem, kad jūs naudokitės platformą žmonėmis aplinkui, kur yra ir gaus, nu, ta prasme. Tai va, tai, Lukai, aš tada, kad netimti laiko, aš nežinau, ar yra kas norėtų kažką nors detaliai panarstyti, galėtume visi čia kas dar vyko, kas dar turi kažkiek ten 10 kokių minučių, 5 panarplioti detaliau kažką tai. Ar kokių nors idėjų, ar yra dar noro ir jėgų pas ką nors.
Aš tai klausimą šiaip labiau turiu, kad giliai narstyti, nežinau, ar noriu, kad narstytumėt, bet šiaip man biškai yra neaišku dėl to unfair advantage, nes skirtingos vietos aš jį skirtingai matau. Pavyzdžiui, dabar pas Luką aš tikrai matau, kad ten yra toksai unfair advantage, nes jie jau turi sprendimą, kuris veikia ir kad ten neužteks 3 ar 4 mėnesių kažkokiai IT kompanijai ir kam su tuo dirbti, kad pasidarytų tokį patį produktą kaip jų. Ir pavyzdžiui, nežinau, pas mane yra taip, kad pas mus yra programėlė, mes dar ruošiam 12 egzaminam ir pas mus mes pildėm tą canvas ir mūsų tiesiog tuščia skylė ir mes nieko negalim užpildyti, nes
jo, tai geras klausimas ir, nu, aišku, dabar matai, siūliau nefokusuoti dėmesį į tą vietą, bet kažkaip tai visi kažkaip tą advantage tai šoksta, jo, tai čia po to dar prieitume lygiagrečiai, dar eidami prie akceleratorių. Tai normalu, kad Tado yra lengviau išpildyti, nes jis jau dirba ir jisai detaliai išnarstęs ir jau turi daug to atbulinio ryšio ir įsigrynina tam tikras vietas ir pajamas turi ir studentus. Tai šitą vietą tam ir yra 9 numeris, paskutinis iš viso to kanvaso pildymo visoje, tai yra paskutinė vieta, ne? Kai mes atsakysim visus kitus klausimus, daug maža, ne, plus minus, bet turėsim juos, tada galbūt ir atsiras tas aiškumas to unfair advantage'o, to konkurencinio pranašumo, to, ko mes čia tokie dabar įsiskiriame. Ne tik per inovaciją, bet šiuo atveju kažką ar turim ką. ar esame industrijoje tokie kieti, arba, galėtų tai būti advantage, aš kažkiek esu labai kietas specialistas. Tos dalies ir aš pavyzdžiui, Benmi atveju, kur minėjau, kur gavo finansavimą, jinai viena iš savęs, jinai turi labai daug kompetencijų, daug žinių, daug draudimo pasaulinio suvokimo kompanijų ir taip toliau, ir gali pavadinti, kad pas ją advantage yra galvoj. Tai, ta prasme, kaip founderio. Nes tokią informaciją surinkti, reikia daug metų, aš nežinau, konkurentas atėjęs, pabandydamas tai daryti, jam bus labai sunku, reikės ją realiai samdyti, kad jinai, ta prasme, įvykdytų tą, ką jinai daro. O jeigu tu turėjai kompaniją ir turi kaip Eimantas turbūt, aš spėju, nežinau, turi verslą ir prie šito verslo nori liukdyti kažką. Tai jis tada jau galėtų rašyti ant advantage, aš turiu jau klientų bazę, kuri jau veikia ir aš jai pasiūliusi papildomą kažką tokio per startuolio prizmę, per inovaciją. Tai irgi jau yra ant advantage, nes yra įdirbis, yra klientų bazė surinkta, kas yra labai sunku tai padaryti, ir reikia daug laiko, pinigų ir viso kito. Tai, Martynai, tavo atveju, aš dabar nefokusuotai tai dėmesio, ateis su laiku ir pabandysi įsiryškinti, kas čia galėtų būti tas mano konkurencinis pranašumas.
Ok, nes aš norėjau tada apie tai pakalbėti, bet nebuvo vietų, tai galvoju dabar ištrauksiu, bet jeigu dar čia prieisim šitą dalyką, tai turbūt gali palaukti.
Jo, tikrai dabar koncentruoju į fundamentą, į tą pagrindą, ant kurio turim toliau viską statyti. Tas pas advantages, tas ant to pamato atsidurs. Problem solution, unique value preposition ir tas segmentavimas ir suvokimas, į ką eina.
Ačiū.
Ar turim dar kokį klausimą ar kokį minčių ir po truputėlį galim užsidarinėti. Patys ištirmingiausi liko. Gerai, tai ką, tai tada ačiū dar kartą visiems. Rytoj su kažkuo, manau, kad matau su Martynu, turbūt susimatysim su kažkuo dar, su kuo nesusimatysim, tai susimatysim kitom formom. Tai jeigu dėl finansinio verslo plano pačio, tai čia buvo jau ir iniciatyvos iš kitų žmonių, tai drąsiai rašykit ir galima skrai dar pasikalbėti, kai prieisit prie to, jeigu prieisit. Tai atviras jums visiems, bet kur, bet kada susitarėm laiką ir komunikuojam. Tai kaip ir sakau, pasimkite iš kiekvieno tą, ką jaučiat, kad galit pasimti. O sprendimus, sakykime, reikės priimti. Tai reiškia, netgi mes mentoriai galim skirtingos vizijas duoti, arba skirtingus patarimus. Ir jūs gaudami skirtingus patarimus sakysit, žiūrėk, o jisai sakė, Vaidas, va taip, o tu sakai kitaip, o kodėl čia taip? Galima argumentuoti, kiekvienas galim argumentuoti susitikę, bet jums reikės priimti sprendimą, kaip daryti. Tai taip susirinkite iš visų, susirinkite tą visą tą bagažą ir tada gal tie teisingesni sprendimai ateis.
O tai jeigu dar neliko vietų, tai jums į paštą parašyti ar kaip susitart?
Jo, į paštą. Yra ten kontaktai, prie kontaktų visur.
Okay.
Ir Eimantas dar ranką pakėlė. Niekaip nenori Eimantas arbatos įgerti.
Ten, kai angliškai kalbėt, kažkurį iš šitų žmonių, kolegų mano, biški sumonėt, kad reikia, kaip čia dabar, biški daugiau, drąsiau šnekėti, ten kažką tarsi pateikti tą informaciją. Ir man toks iš karto klausimas, tai mes dabar realiai tą drobę ką tik užsipildėm ir dar turbūt 20 kartų ją perpildysim, tai kol tos drobės nėra užpildytos, tol mes, tiesą sakant, nelabai galvojam apie tą pičą. Pas kažkurios žmonės yra įgimtas tasai šaumeniškumas, o kažkas turės vis tiek jį išugdyti iki pičio. Tai aš čia teisingai šneku, ar ne?
Jo, Eimantai, tai mūsų programos prie akceleratoriaus vienas iš pagrindinių tikslų jums padėti pasiruošti pristatymo medžiagą. Ne? Kad paruošti tą medžiagą, mes ir einam kiekvieną savaitę skirtingos temos ir principė ta kiekvieną savaitę gali atskira skaidrė būti. Ne? Visos savaitės darbas viena skaidrė. Realiai verslo modelis, kaip verslo modelis ar kanvas, jo gali ir nebūti. Ne? Bet mes kalbam, kad turėti bendrą suvokimą, kad paruošti pitchą, jums patiems pamatysit, kaip jums bus naudinga, kai pabaigsit prie akceleratorių, kai jūs turėsite vienoje vietoje sudėtą aiškę jūsų startupo modelį visą, ne, su visais daug atsakymais, konkurentais, ten palyginimais, ten problematika, visą kitą. Pamatysit, kai jūs pradėsite eiti pas investuotojus, ar šiaip pas partnerius, ar į pardavimus, ar pas kolegas, kaip pristatinėsit, pamatysit, kaip visų jums paprasta. Iš patirties sakau praeitų kartų, kurie žmonės pasidarė, sakė, eina savo, dabar sako, iš čia pasiruošę, žinai. Bet reikia tam įdėti darbą. O dėl pristatymo...
Nesiginčiju, kad yra gerai žinot, ką darai.
O dėl pačio pristatymo, kaip paruošti ir vienas moka kalbėti, kitas nemoka, tai šitoj vietoj, jeigu yra galimybė pabandyti tą žmogų pristatyti tas, kas geriau sugeba. Jeigu nėra galimybės, tai daugiau įdėti laiko darbo, pasitreniruoti tam, kad maksimaliai padaryti. Nes tai yra svarbu, kaip ir pristatoma. Aišku, jeigu verslas, startupas yra pats iš savęs labai stiprus, tai netgi nesvarbu, kaip kas pristato, jau pagauna, ne? Sakykime, esmė. Bet va šiuo atveju, kaip su Luko atveju, aš tikiu, kad yra ten tikrai stiprus reikalas, bet jeigu neteisingai iškomunikuosi arba tų tips, momentų tu neišsakysi per tą 10 ar ten pusę minutės, tavęs net nepastebės. Dėl to tas suvedimas, kai man, kaip pavyzdį paimsiu, paskaitose, būdavo, paskaitose, kaip čia pavadinti, įvairiose jogos praktikose, net važiuoju mokyt, ir ten seminarai ir mokina, ir ten būna, kad užduokit klausimus. Ne? Ir kai pradedi rašyti klausimus, nes daug tų minčių, klausimų, pradedi rašyti, ir tada sako, kai tu pradedi rašyti ir raštu ir nori užduoti klausimą, tu padaryk, kad liktų vienas sakinys. Tai reiškia, tie visi 10 klausimų, kurie iškylo, kai tu pradedi ant popieriaus dėlioti, tai žiūri, kad tu principė tas jau tu žinai atsakymus arba neaktualus ir visas menas yra suvesti vieną sakinį. Ne, į tą esmę, ką tu iš tikrųjų nori sužinoti. Tai tą mes ir dabar darom, siaurinam, tą visą informaciją susikratom, kad jinai būtų teisinga ta prasme esminė mūsų verslui, mūsų idėjai, kad atitiktų tą, ką mes norim padaryti. Ir antras bus etapas, ne antras, dar sekantis etapas, teisingai perteikti tai. Ne? Įsiplėčiau, sorry. Jo, tai ką, tai tada